Global News is out with a story on a new World Health Organization report warning of a coming cancer tsunami, and yet somehow, they still fail to acknowledge the elephant in the room.
A lot of us are calling this the cancer tsunami.
The International Agency for Research on Cancer projects that annual global cancer cases will jump from around 20 million now to nearly 35 million by 2050. That's a massive increase, nearly doubling in 25 years. They blame things like aging population, rising obesity, tobacco, alcohol, physical inactivity, and certain infections. They claim that approximately 4 in 10 of these cancers are preventable. Here in Canada, doctors are already seeing more cases in both older adults and younger people, lung, prostate, colorectal, and also a troubling increase in colorectal, especially among younger populations. One surgical oncologist called it shocking and said that we're not equipped for the demand.
42% of all Canadians will be affected by cancer at some point in their life. And then at the same time, we are seeing an increase in younger people with cancers, particularly in colon cancer in people below the age of 40 or 45.
So now we have this WHO cancer alarm while sidestepping the largest medical intervention in history during the COVID era. And research into potential long-term effects following things like COVID-19 vaccination continues to emerge, such as this peer-reviewed research paper that compared blood samples from individuals reporting new health concerns following vaccination, including some cancer diagnoses, with more than 800 healthy unvaccinated control participants using high-resolution RNA sequencing. The researchers report finding widespread changes in gene expression associated with mitochondrial dysfunction, oxidative stress, persistent inflammation, immune system disruption, and impaired DNA repair, all biological processes that, when disrupted, have been linked to a range of chronic diseases including, you guessed it, cancer. They also identified increased activity in genes linked to cell growth alongside reduced activity in several genes involved in tumor suppression, raising further implications for cancer biology and long-term health. Those findings align with concerns raised by some physicians, oncologists, and independent scientists who have reported seeing unusually aggressive cancer cases following the vaccine rollout, coined turbo cancer. Now, look, I'm not saying this proves causation by any means, but ignoring the novel modified RNA shots pushed on everyone indiscriminately, the young, the old, the healthy, and even pregnant women, with safe and effective repeated like a prayer, while cancer projections explode, any piece on this that doesn't mention the shots is more like selective storytelling than journalism. These were a never-before-deployed technology rolled out to the entire global population starting in late 2020. Billions of doses of this brand new platform, still very much experimental with no long-term safety data, and I might add a manufacturing process that also shifted rapidly from smaller scale production during development to mass production for the global rollout, raising even more questions about safety, consistency, and quality. And Canada had one of the highest uptake rates in the world. Approximately 81% of Canada's eligible population completed the 2-dose primary series. Many got multiple boosters. I've spent years reporting on this, the injuries that were dismissed, the people gaslit by doctors and the government, the vaccine injury support program that's been renamed but has also been a bureaucratic nightmare since the onset, while consultants laughed all the way to the bank. I've covered things like the National Citizens Inquiry, and I have interviewed countless vaccine-injured Canadians like Michelle Wharton, who appeared on Parliament Hill last week ahead of the Allison Inquiry, where she shared that a debilitating reaction following a Health Canada authorized COVID-19 vaccine ended her healthcare career at the age of 46.
I experienced difficulty maintaining upright position, balance impairment, and relentless neurological pain. Sharp electric shocks, burning sensations, zapping, pain, numbness occur every single minute of every single day for 5 years. Brain inflammation, all due to an immune response that has never resolved. Ongoing cystic masses in multiple organs, including my brain. I spend 90% of my life homebound, bedbound.
I've also opined that the COVID-19 Vaccine Injury Fund will last decades just as it has with thalidomide. And now we have this WHO report screaming about exploding cancer numbers, while completely ignoring any discussion of these shots that were pushed on everyone indiscriminately, again, with that safe and effective mantra repeated endlessly.
Every single vaccine available in Canada has been approved by Health Canada as being both safe and effective.
We have, of course, as people have seen, safe and effective vaccines in use in Canada. So I think that I have confidence and trust in the Canadian regulatory system.
So why is that? Why can't we question it? Is it because acknowledging the novelty of this technology, the lack of long-term data at rollout, and the reports from some oncologists and pathologists about aggressive turbo cancers or these unusual calamari-like clots found post-rollout doesn't fit the narrative? Or because asking hard questions about a product given to billions would open too many doors? We were told these were thoroughly tested. We were told injuries were rare. We were told to trust the experts and not to ask questions. Told that we're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
We've come so far in the fight against COVID, it's time to finish this pandemic for good. So get vaccinated. If you know someone who hasn't, talk to them.
And now, the former Prime Minister, for instance, Justin Trudeau, who oversaw all of this, is busy pogo dancing like some sort of hyperactive rabbit weirdo in a parking lot backstage somewhere in Germany with his girlfriend's latest TikTok promo for her new single. Meanwhile, cancer projections are skyrocketing and injured Canadians are still fighting for recognition years later, with the same institutions who claim to follow the science acting like they never saw the mRNA rollout happen. So the real journalism that needs to take place here is asking questions like, why are we not allowed to talk about every possible factor, especially the one that was forced on nearly everyone indiscriminately? I've been reporting on the failures of informed consent and the dismissal of injured Canadians since 2021. While doctors who spoke out, like brave ER physician Patrick Phillips, faced investigations, professional and financial ruin, and intense public backlash for challenging the prevailing narrative. So what do you think? Are you getting the full picture from the mainstream media, or is something being left out, perhaps on purpose? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss a report like this. And of course, to stay informed, because nobody else is going to do it for you. For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. You can find an entire collection of reports on this topic at nomoreshots.ca. There you can also sign our petition calling for the market revocation of the authorization of these injections at nomoreshots.ca. Thanks in advance for your support.